What's good, YouTube? It's your bad man from the Badlands, WxG AEW coming at you again to talk about tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite. And it was a damn good show. I'm talking about motherfuckers getting dragged, surprise departures, great arrivals and debuts, solid debuts, and all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and talk about it. But first, hit my music. Tonight's Dynamite with a big time match. I'm talking about the TNT Championship match. Darby Allin, your reigning champion, going up against the bad boy Joey Janela. And only got a few things to say about it. This was a good match. It was nice, stiff, hard hitting, ample amounts of risk were taken. Although I could have had more. For the little bit that I got, it wasn't too bad. And it was a damn good technical showing for Darby. It is so great to really see Darby's technical side come out, which is a little bit harder or easier to see when he goes up against his bigger opponents, kind of depending on the flow. But I felt as if we could have got more out of this match, but for what we did get, it's interesting. If this could actually span into some sort of future feud with the two, I would be more than interested in it. It was good. I'm going to give it a solid B+. Not one of my favorite openers, but it was solid. It was a title match. Although we did not see no Team Taz. I wonder why. So, post-match, we have a Inner Circle segment as Sammy confronts Max in back. And things don't go right. Sammy gets triggered by something that Max seems to does. And Maxie Boy gets thwacked in the gut, which does affect their match later on. We'll talk about it when we get there. But next, we have tag action as we got Cody Rhodes and Big Shot and Lee Johnson going up against Pretty Peter Avalon and Cesar Bonino. And honestly, this match was good. Although I'm not big on how it started, considering that it started from this feud with Peter and Cody, I'm still not fully getting grasp on. But I will commend Peter Avalon for sticking to his gimmick. Apparently, if there's going to be a shot coming to the face, he will turn into a sniveling cow because he's so goddamn pretty. Now then, with that said, the match was damn good. First of all, I do like that there's still continued continuity between Cody and Peter, because Cody was all on Peter's ass early going. This was really a big showing match for Cesar Bonino and Big Johnny Lee Johnson, mostly for Lee, but really and truly, Caesar as a big man is somebody I would like to see. He could definitely be a solid fixture in AEW's mid card. But right now, his tandem with Peter Avalon, they mesh pretty well enough. I can see them being an odd couple, big man, little man pairing for a little while. Lee Johnson's hot tag was great. It was a damn good run for him. And Big Lee Johnson, after about a year on the roster, 29 L's taken, finally gets himself a big dub. And in the post-match, he's given, major shout-outs to everybody that helped him. Cody, Arn, Dustin, and most importantly, Brandy. Which is interesting because if you look through, it looks as though QT Marshall he looks like he got snubbed. Which I'm curious if that means something or if it's just me reading overly into it. But for the match, for the way the match went and the actual storyline that is continuing to be flowing through, it also gets a B+ from me. It was solid, damn good, and it got, like I said, it got big exposures for Lee and Cesar. So I'll take that as it is. Y'all some good shit. Going on backstage, the Bucks are being interviewed whenever up comes the Good Brothers, who the Bucks have heat with, considering that they interfered with the Bucks' match last week in the tag tournament, in the tag battle royale, which is interesting enough because they kind of had a confrontation on being the elite already. But this is I guess this is like, that was the non-canon for Dynamite encounter. So they confronted the Good Brothers about it now, let them know, hey, we were supposed to win and go up against you guys. But Charles and Anderson managed to take their heat that they got from the Bucks and transfer it over into the Inner Circle. Since it was the Inner Circle, Santana and Ortiz that eliminated Nick, I believe, and got him out of the match. And they're going to be facing Max and Jericho, who was hitting the Bucks as, pose. So that was a good ass dodge. It did the damn thing. Also in the back, we got Hangman getting interviewed, whatever. Matt Hardy comes up and offers him out to go for a drink, which Hangman happily obliges because Hangman likes to drink. On his way too, he runs into the Dark Order, and it's kind of like that awkward thing where it's like, hi, hey, yeah, sorry, I'm gonna go do a thing. Oh, I'm gonna go do a thing too. It's just you have a stupid. But I do like that, they are still going on with these stories. It's not just being dropped on, and I do feel that this is definitely going to play a factor later down the line. Next up, we have Pac going up against the Hollywood hunk, Ryan Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler's little brother. And this was nothing more than a squash. You knew what the fuck it was. It was a squash. Pac had nearly complete control, except for like maybe one, possibly two, if I misremember, but one bit of defensive offense that Nemeth got off, but it was no bueno. Pac gets it with the Black Arrow. 1, 2, 3. He got his job done. I can't really praise it nor condemn it, so it's in the middle of the road. It just gets a solid B for me. Next up, we get a backstage recap and promo from the wedding of Kip and Penelope. And as we all know, Charles is no longer Miro's butler, but Miro does blame that dastardly Orange Cassidy for it and vows to beat him, send him over next to his best friend his best friend Trent, and get Charles back. Also, it was funny the way it ended, because at the end of the promo, you just see Orange and Chuck sitting down enjoying a glass of champagne, and they're like, of course you were the cake, what did they expect? I died laughing. That shit was fucking hilarious. Orange Cassidy is one of the best things in it, but I'm also curious to see how the feud's gonna go with Orange Cassidy and Miro, although you do have Penelope and Kip, but all in all, it's mostly gonna focus on Miro and Cass. But I'm excited for it nonetheless. That'll be dope. So, next up, we got a backstage interview where Chris is about to talk whenever Max comes up, bandaged up, found out he was hurt. He's got hurt ribs. And so, Chris is wondering what's up. He's saying that Sammy did it, no idea why. He just kind of snapped on him. And before they can really address it, they all go out to have the match. Where's the Acclaimed versus the Inner Circles, Max and Jericho. First of all, I love the Acclaimed. Like I know they're heels, so I kind of put them in between the territory. But in this match setup, they're the baby faces, and Max Caster was on point when he was dropping his bars today. He did it damn good. Thumbs up, because it's better. It flowed. It was the shit. But into the ring action, MJF did an amazing job selling that rib injury, because none of us really thinks that gut shake was enough to really fuck him up. But it's MJ fucking up. He sold the fuck out of it, so Jericho was over here having to put in the work. And truth be told, both teams are on the money in their flow and chemistry. Jericho and Max, they were, as you would expect, classical heels to operate. Not the fisty type, but just dirty tactics, and they do a damn good job of it. But as far as the Acclaim, I like their energy, I like their flow. They have nice big tandem spots, and especially Anthony Bourne, when he gets the hot tag, that man is a fucking ball of fire. I don't know if I just haven't really noticed it yet, but he went on a fucking tear that had it for me. And honestly, this would have been their win. There was the big boombox hit, but Jericho survived it. But either way it goes, when you have the Inner Circle, you have all of the Inner Circle, and there was no fucking stopping this. And Jericho and Maxwell get the win, which is to be expected. I didn't expect anything less. But the real story is afterwards, whenever Sammy comes down, interrupts the celebrations to address the fact that, hey, I told you, if there's one more thing with him, I'm gone. And like that, Sammy Guevara's gone. And even after that match and that initial in-ring segment, he's being followed behind the stage by Alex Marvez, who wants to know, what is the deal? What's going on? Why are you really leaving the Inner Circle? Where he reminds him, yes, I am leaving the Inner Circle, but I gotta get away from here for a while. So Sammy Guevara looks to be taking some time away. It could be taking some time off. It could be a sabbatical. It could be an excursion. Nobody knows. But they also wonder, do we have anything major going into the future with New Japan and their juniors division? Their junior heavyweight division. If so, we might be seeing Sammy pop up there. Anyway, but as far as that match, that segment, and this continuous storyline going, it was good. I loved it. I like how it went. It's what I want out of my professional wrestling, and this one gets my first A tonight. I said first A, so you know there's going to be another. So, we go backstage to catch Hangman and Matt Hardy down in some drinks, although it appears that Matt's not taking his drinks. And actually suckers Hangman in to signing a contract to be a part of the Big Money Matt company. I'm not sure what's up with this, but he did it and made sure the cameraman was here to record it, so that way he can't, because he feels like he's gonna be mad and understandably why. Oh man, this was getting to me. But following that, we also get a early in the day video showing Kenny Omega being confronted by Alex Marvez at a golf course, where one, he's basically just saying everything's fine. Me and Kenta, we're gonna do solid. I am the best. The best. The best. And there's no problems while fucking Don Callis is in the back rigging the game for Kenny, so he thinks he's doing amazingly. Whatever. Now it's time for Sting's interview. What should we expect? Well, if you've been following track for what it's been for weeks on weeks now, it's been Sting or Darby starts to speak. Team Taz interrupts. That's the same. No different this time, except that after the match, they got their hands on Darby and decided to drag him around the line. Prodding Sting, get the fuck out of there to go get his son. Literally, looking at this, it's literally if Sting, this is how I run the whole dynamic. Sting is Darby's daddy. Not really, just follow me. Sting is Darby's daddy, and Darby is what you get whenever your son likes Raven. Yeah, I went there. Anywho. So now we got women's action. Legit Layla Hirsch going up against Thunder Rosa in the first match of the AEW Women's World Eliminator Tournament. Now that I was excited to see this match, and these women reminded me of why. Legit Layla Hirsch is wonderful to watch. Thunder Rosa is a vet in the game, solid with her grabs and strikes. Don't fucking forget. And I had to be sure to time most of these mother-loving matches, which varied from 5 minutes with squash, actually probably less than that, to up to now about 10-15 minutes. So right there, hitting it at roughly the 10-minute mark. I believe they actually hit the 10-minute mark with this match from bell to bell. I can give it a good score. But I did like it. I loved women in it. And predictably, Thunder Rosa was going to win. But Layla Hirsch did not look bad in this whatsoever. This match, I give it an A-. It was nice. So after the Eliminator Tournament announcement, we get Jungle Boy in the back talking to FTR to let them know two things. One, you done fucked up because we had an amazing match that was tainted by your actions, and we ain't had to snitch on y'all. And 2, Jungle Boy is gonna make, well, Dax his bitch. Now that finally going off, it's time for the main event. Moxley and Archer versus Omega and Kenta. Bruh, this fucking match was everything that I wanted. This could have been either the final for a special, or hell, it could have possibly been the final for a not major pay-per-view. Hard hitting, just off Jump Street, no fucks given. We're going. Moxley brought his IWGP United States belt. Full acknowledgement of New Japan. We have in this company 3 belts from 3 different companies. We have all the AEW belts. We had the Impact Wrestling tag belts and in the New Japan IWGP United States Heavyweight belt. This is what we all have longed for. This is why we wanted that door closed. And this match shows that it could be great for us, because Kenta was great. The real standoff of this whole match was Archer and Kenta, because I want to see more Kenta, which makes me want to have more New Japan guys come over. And Archer is a fucking monster that at some point in the future, the person I want to dethrone Kenny Omega needs to be Lance Archer. And Lance Archer might have to go on a 1.5 to 2-year run with the belt if he gets the proper challenges. It's fucking amazing. But yeah, also there was no place that was safe. Man, they got it in the ring, they got it up there on the side. Pretty Peter's bed got destroyed. They went ahead and was fighting in the kitchen, and there was that part I believe was pre-recorded, because on the comeback to the ring, Moxley and Omega are coming from like around the opposite side. I don't know how small they think. I think they're these places, but it's not that fucking small. But they did bring it in nice. So like I honestly good to told it was good. And when it came down to it, we all knew that they're not gonna get that clean win. And it took 4 guys to take down Archer, 3 to help Kenny execute the One-Wing Angel. 1, 2, 3. Omega and Kenta wins. Kenta still beat down Moxley outside the ring. Jay got knocked out, but he also did knock a motherfucker down, which is hilarious. This match gets an A+ from me. Very, very deep and multi-layered stories being woven through here. They're nice. They're very nice. The in-ring action was solid. I did not make out many mistakes, and if there were mistakes, they were minor with the way it was executed. I love this match. I enjoyed this show, and I'm gonna give it an A- for today. God, that was good. But there's a risk for me trying to get these things loaded out tonight, which is why I tried to make this as fast a video as possible. I did it. My first video in roughly 20-ish minutes, not counting intros and music and whatnot. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, talk to your boy, hit me in my socials. I'm trying to get this thing on and popping and get back to being in my same day upload format. Until next time, it's your boy WxG Doria. We out here. Peace.